Coming up on UCF Knightly News, we tell you all about a student that was taken to the hospital after being hit by a car on campus.
Next, we learn more about UCF junior Jack Sweeney versus Taylor Swift plane tracking dispute and how legal rights are tied in.
Also, how UCF PD and their therapy dog is involved with America's favorite pet contest.
In sports, we talk about one of the softball team's newest freshmen and her contribution after coming from the Puerto Rican national junior team.
So keep it here, because Nightly News starts right now. Good afternoon and welcome to Nightly News. I'm Raymond Collado.
And I'm Cassandra Wilkins. Today is Friday, February 23rd, 2024.
On Tuesday, a UCF student was hit by a driver, and according to UCF PD, it occurred near Nicholson School of Communications and Lake Claire. The victim was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and the driver was cited for running a stop sign. We'll keep you updated.
UCF junior Jack Sweeney circled back into the headlines after Taylor Swift's lawyer sent the student a cease and desist letter in December. Nightly News reporter Heather Basley gives us the latest update on the Sweeney versus Swift dispute.
Jack Sweeney has been running accounts for years that log the takeoff and landings of planes owned by hundreds of billionaires, politicians, and other public figures. In December, Taylor Swift's attorney sent Sweeney a cease and desist letter that says Sweeney's tracking accounts are causing Swift emotional and physical stress.
So a cease and desist letter is exactly what it says. Cease, stop what you're doing, and desist, don't do it going forward. Failure to comply with a valid cease and desist letter has legal consequences.
Sweeney says even though the cease and desist letter is intimidating, republishing flight information is within his legal rights.
Anybody's going to get scared of a letter like that. I mean, she has like $1 billion, and those are like really powerful lawyers, but like I'm within my right to do it. It's public information, and it's just a form of journalism to share it.
Sweeney took to X on Monday to share a letter from his own attorney, which says that Swift's legal team failed to identify any legal claim and that Sweeney's actions are protected forms of speech. Sweeney's accounts make tracking plane locations easy for the public to access through social media platforms. With public data, he uses his site, theairtraffic.com. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, location data for planes are legally available for real-time tracking.
This is federal information, and federal information usually is protected, and you can usually take federal information and republish that.
Sweeney says he was unaware of how much traction his Taylor tracking accounts would receive.
And some people say that I'm just tracking Taylor Swift for attention, but it's not my fault that she's already the biggest. All her fans made that account grow, not me. I just put it there.
In Orlando, Heather Basley, UCF Nightly News.
Sweeney is still using his Taylor tracking accounts to pinpoint the location of Taylor's jet.
Two UCF computer science students are making history as one of the elite athletes on Season 3 of the UCS Cyber Team. Now, all across the country, over 2,000 students competed in various cybersecurity competitions this year. Of those, only 30 were drafted for the US Cyber Team. One of those was a UCF senior, Matthew McKeever. McKeever says McKeever is a two-time qualifier for the team and led the team to its first in cyber defense competition. McKeever says as one of the 17 veterans on the U.S. team, he was proud to represent the U.S. this year.
Everyone loves seeing us. It's really fun being able to interact with other countries. So I've talked to people from Hungary, Slovenia, a bunch of these other European countries I've never thought I'd see before. I felt really proud. We have our flag just displayed in front of the table for our team.
As meeting people from various countries was his favorite part and hopes to compete again. They are hopefully set to compete in the National Collegiate Cyber Defense Competition in April.
The never-ending battle in healthcare continues as a UCF College of Medicine alum and his research mentor secure a patent for a digital tool geared at providing better care for patients. According to the Medical Transcription Service Company, about 70% of medical records have wrong information. The tool in question looks to fix this, as it is an algorithm that identifies gaps and incomplete information in digital health records. Associate professor and co-creator of the algorithm, Viradraj Garupar, says information is everything when it comes to treating a patient, as one mistake can prove deadly.
Chronic illness like type 2 diabetes, it was recorded the first time, second time it was not recorded, the third time it is recorded. So, it kind of gives a measurement of how well the chronic illness is getting recorded.
Partner in this endeavor, UCF alum Atan Nasir hoped their new patent will encourage clinics and healthcare systems to use the digital mapping their algorithm uses to help identify missing information in medical care.
Now, it's one for the history books, as UCF is named the top producer of Fulbright students for the 2023-2024 academic year, making Knight Nation the only public institution in Florida to earn the honor. Now, the Fulbright program administered by the United States Department of State Bureau and Educational Affairs is an international education program with one goal in mind: increasing mutual understanding and helping friendly and peaceful relations between students and faculty all around the world. But hey, Cassie, it's been pretty cold recently. Do you think I'm going to be able to pop off this jacket anytime soon?
Yeah, Ray. How is the weather looking like today, Nick?
Well, that's what I'm here for, Cassie. Currently, we're looking at a nice 81 degrees, the hottest it's been in quite some time. Also, we've got wind coming in from the northeast traveling at 7 miles per hour. There's going to be a high chance of rain later tonight, so I'd keep that umbrella nearby if you plan on going out. So, enjoy that sunny weather and get that tan in before the clouds roll in. And stay tuned for more updates from me later on in the show.
Thank you, Nick, but I'm not sure I'll be getting that tan. But coming up next, UCF holds a Pride Chat to celebrate Black History Month and the evolution of queer fashion.
Plus, it's been 1 year since UCF alumnus and Spectrum News reporter Dylan Lyons was killed while covering a story in Pine Hills. Nightly News will be right back. UCF PD's newest therapy dog, Luna, has made it to the top 10 round of America's Favorite Pet contest. If she wins, she will not only be featured in the magazine, but also win $10,000 for UCF PD's Canine Fund. Here are some updates on Luna's journey throughout the competition. Meet Luna, not just any therapy dog, but a Frenchie in the nationwide search for America's favorite pet. Luna plays a crucial role in supporting adult and child victims of sexual assault, providing comfort and a calming presence during challenging times. Bianca Becker is Luna's handler and says Luna is the perfect contestant for America's favorite pet.
Different types of Lunas. So at home, I get the fun, 1-year-old puppy Luna. That's a great and wonderful pet to have in the house. But then too, at work, she's like a different dog. She knows we're at work, it's time to get down to work, it's time to meet with people and brighten people's day.
According to UCF PD, if Luna wins, she will be given a $10,000 donation that will go towards vet bills, equipment, and supplies. America's Favorite Pet contest winners will gain national recognition and feature on Modern Dog, Modern Cat magazine covers, according to the official announcement. Mike Kepner is the director of the Military and Veteran Student Success Center on campus and says he voted for Luna because of what she does for the UCF community.
When you learn about Luna and you learn about why we have her to support the victims or survivors of child or adult sexual assault, I just felt it was right to kind of promote her and to vote for her and see what we could do to get her to be America's favorite pet.
This fund will not only aid Luna, but it will go towards UCF PD's other canines' well-being and continued success. Luna currently holds the #1 spot in her group and is anticipated to excel to the next round. In Orlando, Cassie Wilkins, UCF Nightly News. Fans can cast their vote for Luna in upcoming rounds at americasfavepet.com.
As Black History Month wraps up, UCF continues to hold events celebrating and lifting Black voices and ideas. The Multicultural Center and Lavender Council had a fashion-forward approach to this. The organizations held a pride chat for students to come together and discuss the evolution of queer fashion and its influence from Black history over the years. Students like psychology major Xander Lullyyoung thought it was only fitting to hold this event during February for students who wish to find themselves within a specific communities.
It's nice to be able to see representation in an event and see something that specifically reflects me and who I am and things that I'm passionate about. So it's really nice to see that there is a space for that on this campus.
Continues to celebrate Black History Month, and according to Lullyyoung, it's events like these that make the campus a more welcoming one. To participate in more Black History Month events during the month of February, you can go to events.ucf.edu.
There have been 10 petty theft reports at UCF in the month of February, 8 of which took place on UCF's main campus. In comparison, 14 petty theft reports were filed last year between August and December, including key, wallet, and bike thefts. UCF PD Community Participant Sergeant Matthew Scott spoke out on ways for students to prevent becoming victims of petty theft.
Off, no matter what, we want you to utilize the non-emergency number for the UCF Police Department and call us. So at the very least, let us come on scene, talk to people involved, and at the very least, let you know, hey, look, everything's okay.
Sergeant Scott encourages all students to never leave belongings unattended anywhere on campus.
1 year ago, Spectrum News reporter and UCF alumnus Dylan Lyons was shot and killed while on assignment. Today we reflect on his life and legacy and the lessons that were learned from his death.
Dylan Lyons graduated from the UCF Broadcast Journalism program in spring of 2019. Shortly after, he moved to Gainesville, where he worked as a reporter and anchor for WCJB, the local ABC affiliate.
Good afternoon, Dylan Lyons here with TV 20 News. I'm here out at Ocala International Airport.
Lyons joined the Spectrum News 13 team in the summer of 2022, returning to the city of his alma mater and where his passion for journalism was born.
No one has more love for UCF than Dylan. And don't get me wrong, he liked Orlando as well. But, I mean, you want to talk about a proud alumnus.
During his time at UCF, Lyons reported on campus events, sports, and much more. His professors described him as driven, talented, and a leader. Lyons' death rocked not only the UCF community, but the news industry as a whole. WCJB News Director John Levy says his death started a conversation in the community about keeping reporters safe on the job.
We have to make sure that we're always giving ourselves the best chance to be safe while we're doing the story any which way.
UCF's journalism clubs held a safety and self-care panel this week to help student journalists develop their own guidelines to staying safe. Levy says journalism is a passionate and fulfilling career, but that everyone in the industry, from producers to managers to reporters, should always account for safety.
Still a great career, and it's still something that, you know, people can make a living in and also have a passion for at the same time, which is not every job or every career that is out there. And we use things like this, as sad as they are, to make sure that we're accounting for safety and in those ways going forward.
In Orlando, Amy Diaz, UCF Nightly News.
RTDNA recently honored Dylan Lyons in their 2024 First Amendment Awards, a national recognition for journalists who represent responsible journalism and work to protect their constitutional right to report. But after the break, we take a look at what we can expect for the weather this weekend.
Plus, later on in sports, we'll find out about UCF's newest addition to the football staff. We'll be right back, Knights.
Welcome back. But now we take a look at what the weather is looking like all around the nation this weekend.
Embry-Riddle student meteorologist Madison Croker shows us the forecast nationwide.
Happy Friday, everyone. We have a lot going on, most of it in the east, though. We have a cold front that's going to be making its way through the East Coast, bringing in cooler temperatures and possible showers, too, followed by another cold front, and that's going to be happening on Sunday morning. As you can see, these temperatures are going to dip all the way down into the upper 30s for us, 18 in Boston, and even 27 in Washington. As we know, the Midwest did have some mild temperatures this week, but it is all going to go away this weekend once they get that cold front. As we head over into the West Coast, though, they have a high pressure system coming in this weekend, relieving them of all that wet, moist air they've been having, and it'll keep it nice and dry this weekend. But as we head over into next week, they will experience some more wet weather. Thank you.
for breaking that down for us. But hey, Cassie, how do you think the weather's going to be looking like this weekend? It's pretty cold out, ain't it?
I'm not sure, Ray. Maybe a jacket instead.
Well, let's see what our weather anchor Nick Salvat has to say about weather and if we'll be seeing more rain this weekend.
Well, thank you, Ray. Thank you, Cassie. Let me tell you. Well, as you can see here, the high of the state will be Tallahassee at 77, Jacksonville at a nice little 71. Orlando, we take the cake with a crisp little 78. I'd step out of the house if I were you guys. Tampa, 75. Rays baseball starts soon, but not that good. You don't got to step out for that. Miami, you know we keep the heat, 77. Not too hot, but that's nothing to us. Now, why don't we look at the lows? Well, Tallahassee, they win the race here, but the wrong race you want to win. 48 degrees in Tallahassee. Jacksonville, 50 degrees. Here in Orlando, 55. I'd keep that jacket. It's been cold, so we're used to it, but keep that jacket. Tampa, 56, our neighbors, keep that jacket. Miami, that's the coldest it'll get down there, 65. So, you know, like I said, we keep the heat. 65, still pretty hot, but not for us down there. So that's my transition to my 5-day forecast. All right, looking ahead at that 5-day forecast, make sure you guys take advantage of the beautiful weather this weekend, as the highest it'll be is a nice 71 degrees on Saturday afternoon. The weekend's low will be a cool 46 degrees on Sunday evening, so expect to bundle up during the nighttime. There will be no expectation of rain throughout the next 5 days, so I'd recommend enjoying the sun while it's out. After 3 days of the sun being out, Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be partly cloudy, so enjoy the beautiful weather. Well, unfortunately for you guys, that's all I got for right now. Back to you, Ray and Cassie.
Thank you, Nick. I'm looking forward to that hot weather. But coming up, we'll hear from our sports anchor, Heather Basley, about Gus Malzahn's new director of high school relations.
Plus, we'll learn more about a new softball freshman and what's in store for her this season. We'll be right back, Knights.
Welcome back, Knights. I'm here to give you your UCF sports update. Last week, we looked at one of the leaders on the UCF softball team, Chloe Evans. Now, UCF Knightly News senior reporter Rana Peretti tells us about one of the newcomers joining the Knights this season.
Grit, passion, and energy are some of the words that are used to describe UCF softball newest freshman Samantha De Hoyo. After playing with the Puerto Rican national team on 2 occasions, she comes in with plenty of experience, ready to help the Knights. De Hoyo played with the Puerto Rican national team in 2021, and last November she moved to the main team, leading them to a silver medal. While the experience was meaningful, connecting with former Knights helped De Hoyo with the experience.
I thought it was really cool, especially playing with Gianna. I watched every game, obviously, before I got here, and it was kind of a surreal moment watching her pitch and being behind her in defense, and it was really cool.
After just her first weekend here with the Knights, De Hoyo has already gotten some high praise from her teammates. One of the seniors on the team, Angelina DeVoe, says that Samantha is a player to look out for the rest of the season.
Sammy Del Hoyo, for sure. She was super aggressive on the bases. She brought a lot of energy and momentum to our dugout, and yeah, I thought she did a great job out there tonight, taking advantage of her opportunities.
As far as their experience here in Orlando,
I love it. It's everything I hoped it would be. I love the campus. Everything about classes has been really great, and obviously softball and all of my teammates, we get along very well, so it's been great.
in her first year of collegiate softball, De Hoyo tells us what to expect from her this upcoming season.
100% in everything that I do, and just somebody to push them all the time. I'm very competitive, so there's that part of me, and you could just expect 100%.
Her college career has just begun. Samantha's quick play, grit, and passion has already made number 26 a fan favorite here at UCF. In Orlando, Ronald Peretti, UCF Nightly News.
You can watch Samantha later this month when the Knights take on the University of North Florida at the Plex. UCF football hired a new director of high school relations this week. Jairus McIntyre, former Tampa Catholic head coach, is the newest member of Gus Malzahn's coaching staff of over 20 coaches. He played 4 years at Auburn before playing 3 seasons in the NFL for the Kansas City Chiefs. In a tweet, McIntyre said that he is excited and blessed to join the UCF football staff, with a special thanks to Coach Malzahn. UCF fans can get their first glimpse at the Knights during their spring game on April 12th at the FBC Mortgage Stadium. That's all I have for sports. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Heather, for that sports update. Can't wait for that spring football game. But that's our time right now, and thanks for joining us. And remember, you can always keep up with us during the week on our website at nicholasstudentmedia.com.
And if you've got a story idea you want us to know about, send it our way. You can reach us at nightlynewsucf@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, Knights.
And